It has occurred to me that guys are better at things that guys don't have to be better at, right?
Better at everything.
Chess, right? Why are guys dominant in chess?
Because we're smarter.
All right.
Billiards? Why are guys dominant at billiards and snooker?
Can't stick with the satire.
Yeah. Kyle can't hang deep, I guess.
No, he can't hang deep. No,
yeah, I don't.
That is funny though.
There are a lot of things you sort of get why guys are better, right? Maybe they've got some sort of encouragement system around them that makes them play something, or they're just like testosterone. They're guys, right? Like we talked about the women's soccer players not being as good as the men's a while ago. You get that. You see why. It's not a level playing field. But I don't know. The invention thing that Taylor brought up, the chess. Don't know why.
No, it's a real thing. Women suck at chess.
I don't know.
They're terrible at it.
Are there any?
And I've got nobody bolstering my opinion here right now.
No.
Plenty better than me, but if it was like a guys' team versus a girls' team, what are the things the women would win at?
Oh, they'd win at complaining,
Jesus.
bitching, moaning.
Yeah, but you think it's maybe more environmental in a lot of ways, because you could probably even segment off ethnicities.
So I think I see where you're going.
Chess.
Men are also better at creating environments. That's what you're saying?
No, let's give Richard a fair shake. What are you saying?
I was saying it may be environmental in some in those circumstances more than genetic predisposition, or I don't know if I can even pronounce it.
And that environmental difference is worldwide.
Oh, well, cultural. Maybe cultural.
So men are better at making cultures in which they thrive.
Okay, worldwide.
No, like I don't know.
You're like,
anything.
no, Woody, the chess culture, the billiards culture.
Would you say be disproportionately like a larger amount of Asian or Russian or whatever cultures that generate the top chess players, right? And not, inner city males in the U.S.
You're right in that it does seem like every really good chess guy is either Jewish or from Eastern Europe.
Is that the case?
Well,
I don't know.
Bobby Fischer, he's Jewish, or he was Jewish.
Hutch is neither of those.
Hutch, I don't know about his chess.
He's actually really good at chess. I don't know.
I'm sure he is great at chess. I'm terrible at chess. I know the rules, and that's about it.
Me too.
But yeah, that's a very interesting perspective.
Because if you were to say that in, say, academia or something like that, where maybe the again, chess is a bad one because I don't know anything about it. But if you said there was a higher propensity for males to be in this field, well, if it were, say, Asian, well, then is it because culturally they push the men into that field more than it is the women just aren't interested in it?
Well, it may be that, but it's more likely Asian is that they have a higher average IQ than we do. And so, of course, they're going to be overrepresented in that field, Isn't that right? People acting like this isn't right. Like it's kind of known. East Asians have the highest average IQ of any group in the world, and so East China and Japan, of course, they do better than us in those things. Like they have a higher IQ.
I'm completely ignorant on that.
I'm not right. Like so, I've read the bell curve. Right, it's an older book now, but it did studies on things like this.
Still holds true,
but people found the book to be racist and such because they didn't like the results of the studies.
Oh, but who cares if people say facts are racist? Like, if it's reality, it's reality, right?
Well,
like we all have to come to terms on the same ground if we're going to have any sort of meaningful conversations.
One study doesn't necessarily prove the rule, right?
Or you could ask, like, if a kid.
Well, it's every IQ study throughout history that shows that East Asians are the highest.
Well, let me ask you this: if I were to take one kid and have him be raised by, in a poor household, or have him be adopted and be raised in a privileged household, do you think that kid's IQ test would hypothetically do better if he was raised by,
this is
Jewish
actually
family?
Interesting because we learned, I think it was some senior level psychology class. We learned about this, like the Minnesota twins study. Like where Minnesota Twins, that's their baseball team, but also the Minnesota Twins study where they would basically study twins who were not wanted by the biological mother. And so one twin would go here, one twin would go there, and they'd go to different families. And they found out that a lot of it was biologically driven.
I thought it would be, but I bet there's an impact.
What they found is that any impact by situation raising was basically lost by the time they hit 16, 17 years old. And then the means of IQ equaled out. And so it was really interesting in that class to learn about that.
Yeah, that I didn't expect it to. I would have thought a good house is worth 5 points. I don't know, making that up, but that's what I would have guessed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would suggest that a bad house could subtract dozens of points.
Yeah.
Maybe you wouldn't even define it as a house, but a vehicle.
A vehicle. Like they have in Mad Max.
No, like that's what trailers are defined as. Trailers don't.
Oh, Jesus.
Vehicles.
Oh, I thought we were going somewhere cool. You're just making fun of wings.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. You end up with a 62 IQ. Did you see this thing of your voice on Bernie Sanders' head?
No, what is this?
It's the thing I linked down there.
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders has a message.
All right, I'm ready to listen to it.
These are tricky to queue up.
It's just a picture of Bernie Sanders.
It's a video.
You cannot appeal offline. Head. It does not stop it. You cannot.
I love that.
Cannot appeal offline.
Does not stop it.
Poor wings.
It's great. Fucking great.
Okay. Oh, that's fucking funny. Poor Bernie.
Poor Bernie.
Honestly, isn't Bernie? Or wait, no, I don't even consider Bernie a top contender anymore. I know Bernie is a top contender because most of his fans are like, eat shit and die unless you promote Bernie. But like, who's the top on the Dems? Like,
I know this.
Harris and Biden seem to be the number two, or the top two rather.
Biden is one, and then Harris, Bernie, and Sanders are currently tied for two.
Wait, Harris, Bernie, and Sanders.
Did I say it wrong?
Who's the
Biden is one.
Yeah.
Harris, Sanders, and
well, Bernie is Sanders.
Was it Booker?
No. It's Bernie Sanders, Kamala Harris, and
Buttigieg?
No, it's not him. Elizabeth Warren. That's the one I've been skipping.
Okay. You're right.
Let me slip in this last advertisement here. Tell everybody about ExpressVPN. Admit it. You think that cybercrime is something that only happens to other people. I feel like I can't make fun of the ads. You may think that no one wants your data or that hackers can't grab your password or your credit card details, but you'd be wrong. Stealing data from unsuspecting people on public Wi-Fi is one of the simplest and cheapest ways for hackers to make money. When you leave your internet connection unencrypted, you might as well be writing your passwords and credit card numbers on a huge billboard for the rest of the world to see. That's why we decided to take action, which is why we're recommending that you get ExpressVPN to protect yourself from cyber criminals. ExpressVPN secures and anonymizes your internet browsing by encrypting your data and hiding your public IP address. ExpressVPN has easy-to-use apps that run seamlessly in the background of your computer, phone, and or tablet. Turning on ExpressVPN protection only takes one click. Using ExpressVPN you can safely surf on public Wi-Fi without being snooped on or having your personal data stolen. For less than $7 a month, you can get the same ExpressVPN protection that we all have. ExpressVPN is rated the #1 VPN service by TechRadar, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Protect your online activity today and find out how you can get 3 months for free at expressvpn.com. That's expressvpn.com/PKA for 3 months free with a 1-year package. Visit expressvpn.com/PKA.
Check them out. You need a VPN.
You need a VPN.
Where you don't want people watching. Dude,
don't be a fool.
I have a
the government. The government is entirely watching what you're doing online. So don't be a retard and get yourself whatever the fuck we just